Hey folks, hope you're all doing well and welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to talk about my experience with the Tonex 1 and the Line 6 Pod Express. So I purchased a Tonex 1 and this isn't a video slamming the product. It's a great product. It just wasn't for me, and let me get into some of the reasons why it wasn't for me. First of all, the Tonex 1 is a pedal. It's a metal pedal. It's something that you could put on a pedal board, no problem. To put any sounds on it, you have to use the Tonex software that comes with it. Pretty much the pedal without the software, it's pretty much it's useless. So you have to interact with the software to put programs on, or to put sounds on there. So why did I take it back? The sounds on it are great. They're terrific. You can load up to 2 sounds on there if you want. You have a third sound. There's actually a way that you could have 3 sounds on there. If you want to change any of those sounds, you have to access the software to then put new sounds on it. Once you have the sounds on there, you can tweak them with some push button combinations of things, and you can edit them as much as you like. The problem that I had with the pedal, in terms of learning how to use it, all the manuals and things, they all discuss the pedals and the pedal combinations and the features of the pedals. There's really nothing about the software. To learn how to use the software, I was searching on YouTube, and I did find a couple of channels that were quickly going through a couple of different things and menus and things, and I did learn how to use the software. It's not that I couldn't use the software. I did, and I did load sounds onto it. But there was a couple of things for me that were lacking. You could not create from scratch a tone. You basically had tones that were already in the software that you could tweak to an extent. You could tweak them somewhat on the pedal. To get into like a little bit deeper tweaking, you would have to use the software to do that. So that was sort of one of the things that I didn't like. And the other thing I didn't like was the fact that in order to change anything on the pedal, in terms of putting in new sounds, that you had to always go back to the software. So that I wasn't crazy about. Again, I'm not shooting down the product. It all depends on your individual needs. If you're okay with that, it's a great pedal. The tone, the sounds I got, the presets that were on there. You have access to all kinds of different presets and things and pedals and so on. There's a little bit of option overload, if you will, but it's all there. But those are the things that I kind of, having to always link it up to a computer to change your sounds, that kind of, I don't know, didn't really work for me. So I returned it, and instead I got this. Now, this for me worked a little bit better. I'll tell you the pluses and minuses for this. Not as many options, but still enough options on this that you could dial in from scratch a lot of really, really good tones. You've got 7 amp models on here. You can then, once you decide on which amp you want, you can set the parameters on the amp. You can set the gain, the EQ of the amp that you want. All the amps come with a cabinet already assigned to that amp, but you can cycle through 7 different or 6 other, there's 7 in total, cabs if you want to use that different cab with that amp. So you basically set your bass, sort of your bass sound, and then if you want to add things on top, you've got 4 different sets of effects here. You've got your distortion, boost, overdrive, and a fuzz. You've got your chorus, flanger, phaser, and tremolo. You've got delay. You've got an analog, a digital, a tape, and a Pong if you hook it up in stereo. And then you have reverbs. You've got spring, hall, plate, and space, which is kind of an ambient thing. So you can pretty much create your own sound from scratch, and then you can save it to a preset. And there's 3 banks of 7 presets, and you can save it on there, and there you go. So why I prefer this? Well, that feature, the fact that I can create something from scratch. It does come with presets on there already if you like those, but you can create your own. And when you want to change sounds, you literally just turn that knob, and you can go from preset to preset. Or if you don't want to use preset mode, you can just pick an amp, pick some effects, and kind of go from there. So for that ease of use, and to learn how to use this thing, and the instructions that come with it are really, really good. Not a lot of a learning curve here, probably about 20 minutes or so. You can kind of get the button combinations down, and you can create all your stuff. It's very, very cool. Downside on this is, unlike the Tonex one, which you could put on a pedal board, this is all plastic. And I'm, I play in a gigging band, and I could see this being on my pedal board and probably breaking after the first set, just because it's the way it's made. But if you want something for home use that you can quickly dial in the tone and not take it anywhere, like just going to sit here in the room, you don't want to plug into an amp. Right now, the way I'm running this is I'm plugging this into my interface, and I got, for practicing, or if I want to record something, I can dial up pretty much any sound I want. So that's why I prefer this. Just the flexibility of it. Yes, you have less options, but there's enough options in here, for me anyways, to get some pretty good sounds. The Tonex one, I could use it for the same functionality. The downside, again, is in changing sounds. I like the idea that I can just literally turn a knob and go from any preset that I've created, or create brand new ones from scratch. So for that reason, took the Tonex one, went with this. So I made this video just sort of maybe to help people out in trying to decide which one of these two things to get. Because they're kind of similar, but not similar at the same time. But if you're trying to decide, and you want that, instant sort of flexibility, and not ever have to connect to a computer, you might want to go with this. If you don't mind connecting to the computer every time you want to change something, then you might want to use the Tonex one. Again, this is not a slam against the Tonex one. It really depends on, what your needs are. So hopefully this video will help you out. If you'd like me to do a demo on how to set up sound from scratch on this, please throw that in the comments. Yeah, I hope that helps you decide which way you want to go. Thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, please consider liking and subscribing. Take care. Cheers.